Hi, today I'd like to discuss strength exercises, and as I teach you in the gym, there's various ways to do strength exercises. You can train for endurance, you can train for big muscles, um, and you can train for explosive strength. Now, the last is most useful in Kung Fu, because in grappling, in pushing opponents, explosive strength, and also in punching, by the way, explosive strength gets you to your target faster, and if you're faster than your opponent, you usually end up winning. But also the amount of force you can project by training for explosive strength in your strength exercises gives you a significant edge in any confrontation. Let's start off with dumbbells. Here's how I do my dumbbell exercise. I start off with the arm to my side, like this. Not like this, to my front, but to my side, like this. Which already gives some exercise to this area. And then it's up fast and down slow. Up fast and down slow. The down slow means that the muscle has some time to recover from the damage that is done by the fast up. On the slow down, you give the muscle some time to get used to the stress of the exercise. You don't train too heavily either with this. I've got about 12 kilo here. There's room for 15 kilo on this dumbbell, but it's better to train slightly less heavy than to overdo it. Up fast, but not, as you can see, there's still a significant space here. If I go this far, then there's no longer tension on the bicep, which is bad, because it puts too much stress on the elbow itself then. So this is bad, this is good. And from here you go down slow, to the side, like this, up, and down slow. Obviously you do that on both sides. What that does is it trains the bicep muscle, this one, for explosive strength to the inside, like this. Now, grappling, suppose you stand in front of each other like this, and your hands and your arms are touching each other. The opponent's arm could be like this, your arm could be touching it like this, or it could be touching it like this. If you stick on it, as they say in grappling, like this, instead of this, if you do this, then you can drag him along, disbalance the opponent, which is quite useful. So this fast up, slow down is to train grappling speed towards yourself. Then there's also pushing. Sometimes an opponent rushes into you to grab you around the shoulders or whatever and then lift you, and you still have time to prevent that. And then it's useful if you can push like this, which pushes the opponent in an upward angle. That means you basically lift them off the ground and you throw them away a couple of meters even. Now, how do you train for that one? It calls for explosive strength in this direction, in the tricep muscle, because this is the same movement as this. The exercise is done as follows. 1 and 2. Again, don't throw yourself into the sky together with the dumbbells. That's not the smartest thing to do. You only add force up to here, and then it coasts up to here. So, see, I didn't bounce up as I would. Because that's bad for the shoulder, bad for all your joints basically. Don't overextend yourself. Also not in exercises. And two. Now, last exercise I want to show you is how to train for explosive strength in the leg muscle. It's really quite easy. Simple. Go down and up. Go down and up. And down, of course, you can do really, really slowly, which gives you an extra exercise. Yeah, I think that's it for the first lesson in how to train strength specifically for Kung Fu applications. And by the way, it's useful in everyday life as well, in everyday peaceful life. You can throw things farther in sports, for instance. If you live on the lowest floor, on ground level, then you could even start to practice your jumping ability. And the ability to jump fairly high is useful and fun. I think that covers it for today. Thanks. Bye.